Alright, welcome everybody to the Hobby Dad channel. Today we're taking a look at my newest toy. I got tires and wheels for a crawler. Don't have any crawlers. Again, thanks dear. Excuse to go buy a crawler. So I ended up buying something that was really affordable, about 170 bucks, somewhere around in there. The Danchee Ridge Runner. You can find quite a few videos out there. Nothing that really shows any long-term use because I think it's pretty new. But the Danchee Ridge Runner by Red Cat is the one I decided to pick up. It's got the motors over the axle. It's got a channel frame, metal channel frame, which is kind of cool. And let's just take a quick look at it. I also put a couple of the tires on that I had that I'd gotten for Christmas, and I'll kind of just point out some of the things I like, don't like in this very first quick look. I probably won't see another video on this thing until I come back and I am actually gonna do a video where I've had it for some long-term time and put some miles on it. But here it is, let's take a look. And so there it is, that Ridge Cat, I keep wanting to call it Ridge Cat, the Ridge Runner by Danchee. And so the body itself, I tell you, I'll be honest, I love the color. That's why I got this red color. I don't love the actual body. Seems like construction-wise it's fine. Don't care for the snub nose and the decals. I did add these on. These are an option, the little mountain scene there. And as the body goes, it's not horrible. It's just not as scale truck-like as I would like, which boo-hoo for the price range. I can't really complain. There's the side I haven't put the mountain on yet because I just kind of wanted to let you see what it looked like without it. But I do prefer the mountain on it. It just looks to me a little bit better. But there's the body. Not bad, just not great. I'm going, some point I'll upgrade to a really realistic looking one, scale size one. Okay, so what I see so far, I put my tires and wheels on there, and so I've got these Hyrax Pro lines on there. I had no idea how much of a difference in size these were going to be. So if you hold these up, you can see that there's quite a bit of difference here. And so looking at those things, I mean, they're just shrimps compared to these ones that came on there, which makes me wonder, maybe I didn't get the right one for these tires. But I do like the tires. I mean, look at that, they look awesome. So I will be running those. I may just change how things are set up. Back in my other video where I just looked at the tires themselves, I had put, you can see how that one's kind of flattened. I had put foam in one, but nothing in the other. One thing I noticed, obviously I was talking about rock crawling and how soft and how much that deformation might help in gripping things. But if you're running around at all doing anything else, you can see quite a bit how that tire sags down. I also noticed when I went out and got it from my cold garage that the, oh man, this thing's not going to focus in, is it? That the tire itself, the cool air, had actually caused it to deflate some. I think if you're listening out there, anybody in the RC hobby who is a manufacturer, if you could make us a bead lock that seals like this, but that we could air up or air down, boy, that would be golden. Something like that would be awesome. So anyway, that's the side with my new rims and tires. This is the side that came with it. Much bigger. I'm not sure compound wise. Yeah, this thing is, it's probably a medium compound versus a very soft compound. So I'm sure these would perform way better. Is it worth the drop in the height? I don't know. We'll find out because it does drop it by, half an inch or something total probably. No, not half an inch. Probably more like quarter inch. And so I'll give that a try. Again, all metal chassis here for the frame. Now all the rest of it's plastic, and that's where I start to have some problems. So this frame, when I originally was getting it, kind of thought it might be just a tube chassis, but it's a C-frame or a channel type frame chassis. I don't know if I can capture it very well there, which is just fine. Again, For the price point on this thing, I can't really complain. The shocks, again, no big deal. They do have an adjustable shock collar, which is kind of nice, so you can screw that down in there. They do give you this little cutesy battery. Fits in there. It's a 1500 lithium ion 7.4. What I don't like, I mean, I'm fine with the battery for what it is. What I don't like is this little Tamiya-ish plug-in they give you. Don't care for that at all. Charges off of like a USB charger. Again, don't really care for it, but it is what it is. That is what's going to go in there, something like that. My only concern is with a 40C, the high discharge. It is only a 2-cell, it's a 7.4, but it is 5,000 milliampere hour, which is awesome. I'm not sure. I'll have to do a little research in there before I put that in there. I know it's people who are run hobby stuff or run like 20C and stuff like that. So I'm not sure if the 40C will be a problem, essentially. But there's the tray for it. Small one. What people do when they put that big battery in is they just run the strap through the little slots there. So credit to Red Cat for thinking about that, giving us something that's pretty useful. Adjustable body posts, great, because I'm going to put a different body on at some point. And let's see, a couple points like they talked about in other videos where you can adjust the shocks. Not a lot of adjustment, but you can move them forwards. I guess you could move them backwards, although I think that would probably be detrimental to the geometry of the suspension. My big concern, one of my concerns I have with this is this area right here. So we've got this lovely link. I know it's called the drag link or whatever it's called, but it flexes. I don't know if I can get it to flex much. Let's see here, but it will flex and bend. Oh gosh, yeah, you can really see it there. So my concern is out crawling. That thing's gonna flex a lot. You're not gonna be able to pick the best lines because this thing's not gonna go where you want to. Also, I'm curious to see how long this thing's gonna last. Do they make aftermarket parts for it? I don't know. We'll see. My other concern is if you do run this in water, is the motor is exposed there, which makes sense. You need to get some airflow around it. But is this gear train in there going to allow water to get in there? And if so, then are you just pulling it apart each time, blowing it out, re-greasing it, or re-oiling it, or whatever they do? I don't know. Switch is located right there on the bottom. Again, not where I would prefer it to be. I'd rather have it up top. I don't care if I have to put the body on and off of it. So we'll see. For $180, if it lasts, it will be worth it. If it doesn't, then obviously it's not. Again, plastic for almost all the parts except for this frame, the channel frame. And I don't know. It'll be fun to see. If you want, go look up some videos on this and just take a look and see it. It seems capable enough, which is pretty exciting. Say it looks pretty good for what it is. Other than, I guess it's the front end that gets me the most. A little bumper, something up there to make it so it's not a snub nose would have really helped it, I think. Also, boy, which tires, man? Those tires just look really wimpy on there. Not sure if I will lower it down some. If I mount those shocks in a different spot, some people are saying it would lower it down. So anyway, that's the first look at the River Ridge Danchee. Or I'm sorry, I always want to call it the River Ridge. Ridge Runner Danchee by Red Cat. I don't know. I'm going to give it a test. You probably won't see this thing again for another 6 months or so after I put it through some paces and see what happens. But I'm excited. I appreciate that people are putting out affordable crawlers, and I understand that they need to keep costs down. Oh, one thing I didn't show you is the radio. Again, you'll find tons of videos out there. Pretty basic radio. Actually uses 3 AA's, which kind of surprised me. You do have all your function controls at the top, switching. Oh, 4-wheel steering. I forgot. That was also a bonus I kind of liked. You've got 4-wheel steering. And you can sit there and switch between them with the function switch in the middle there, function button. But you can crab steer, you can just do 4-wheel steering, you can rear steer, and it does have a rear lock or the dig function on there. So pretty cool. Like I said, I'm pretty excited for it. We shall see how good it does and how well it holds up. I'm not going to change anything. It's going to be stock as a rock, other than maybe tires. Like I said, I kind of want to run these just to see. But other than that, it's going to be stock as a rock for a while. And we'll see what holds up and what doesn't. And then I'll come back to you. So, all right. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a fantastic day.